What's up, everybody? Welcome back to All New York Sports Talk. We're finally back after a little bit a break. We've been a little bit busy here. We gotta catch you guys up with a lot of news in this video. But today, before we get started, I just wanted to introduce a special guest we have, Johnny. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so to start off in this episode, we got to cover a trade that happened like around 10 days ago. We're a little late on it. It's the Sam Darnold trade to the Carolina Panthers. So we'll just go over that real quick. So Sam Darnold was traded to the Panthers. Here's the details of the trade. The Jets received the 2021 sixth-round pick, 2022 second-round pick, and a 2022 fourth-round pick. And the Panthers obviously got Sam Darnold. We know that we knew that was going to happen. The Jets were going to move Darnold. They had their eyes set on Zach Wilson in the draft. So it was honestly under the radar because no one really knew when he was going to get traded or anything. But it happened, and I kind of like what the Jets got. I wish Darnold luck. I thought he was going to be the guy here, but things didn't work out. So hopefully he does well there. So what are your guys' thoughts on the trade?
Um, so yeah, the timing of the trade was interesting. Many people thought he was going to be traded closer to the draft. There was really no reports, of a trade coming. Just like a couple days before, Adam Schefter was like, trying to they tweeted that like on the ads for the Jets tickets for next year, Sam Darnold was still on it. So they were like, oh, well, obviously he was still on the team. So they said, oh, what do you say? Does the ticketing department or something?
Tweeted
We don't
it.
know.
Shady.
And then 2 days later, Darnold's out of here. And we found out that the Jets and Panthers had actually been working on a while on the trade, and the offer had kept going, creeping up and up and up. And the Panthers finally took the deal, got it done with the Jets. It's unfortunate, like you said. I thought he was going to be the guy. It's just unfortunate that we had a GM and a coaching staff that was incompetent. Mike McCagan was garbage. Could not build around him. Just wasted money on players that have not helped us. And the coaching, Adam Gase was a terrible hire at the time. I said it. Many people said it. It was just not a good hire. And that's on Christopher Johnson. Now we got Woody back in there in the owner's box, but that was a big mistake. But now we got Robert Saleh. We got Joe Douglas at the helm. Zach Wilson is most likely coming. I think the Jets were at Fields' second, pro day or whatever, but it's pretty guaranteed that the Jets are going to pick Wilson. That's going to be our guy. And I hope, we get better luck this time. I wish Darnold the best in Carolina. He seems very disappointed. He thanked the fans, said the Jets, we got some really good fans. What did he specifically say? I have it.
Yeah, he said some quotes.
I
got him if you don't.
Well, I put him here.
Yeah.
I always believed that I could make it work and that we were going to get the pieces to be able to win some games in New York and go to the playoffs and eventually win the Super Bowl. But he said he believes that Solomon Douglas will get it right for the Jets, and that's what we can only hope. And so hopefully Zach Wilson is going to be the guy, and it leads to, the grass is green on the other side. Hopefully, wish the best for Darnold. Wish him the best of success there in Carolina. I think he's going to do great with them, and we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just sucks because he was like such a great kid and he had talent to be the next thing, but we just failed on with Gase and McCagan. And it was too late when Douglas came in. I mean, he had like a year under him, but just too little, so they had to move on. So it was kind of sad when the trade happened, but now it's like Wilson.
Yeah. I was in the car heading to Philly for the Mets opening day, and I got that. And then I texted because we were texting with John, and then I texted him.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. Like, we traded Darnold. 3 picks. Good deal. I mean, the Jets got the best offer they could get.
Robbie Anderson now.
Honestly, from my perspective as a Giants fan, I'm not going to – I always thought Sam Darnold was going to be a good quarterback. I just didn't see him – I didn't expect him to flop I guess, the way he did, but I can't blame that on him because he had kind of terrible O-line play for a good portion of his time in New York, and then Adam Gase, he's just a special little character.
Yeah.
And we had no,
I
we
feel like
had
he's
no
gonna
legit
thrive in
offensive
Carolina.
players.
Like he's got Robbie Anderson, he has Christian McCaffrey,
DJ Moore.
Matt Rule, who honestly anyone is better than Adam Gase,
Mm-hmm.
but still Matt Rule can be a pretty solid coach. I feel like he's going to do wonders in Carolina.
Good thing it was in the AFC team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I think Darnold, if he was traded to an AFC team, he would definitely beat us in a playoff game if
Yeah.
we ever got there. He'd beat us in a big
Yeah.
game.
I feel like he would play you guys in the regular season, and it would just be a complete blowout. Wouldn't even be close.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
happening this year. We play him in
Yeah.
Carolina. I don't know I forgot what week it is, but we're going to play him. He's gonna beat us 100%.
What if Teddy Bridgewater wins the starting?
Imagine that, just like this. I mean,
I feel like
Nah,
Teddy
there's no
Bridgewater's going
shot.
to get traded somewhere.
yeah, I think they trade him too, because like they're probably
But didn't they
committed
say
to
like he
Darnold.
gets a say of where he goes?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fair to him, probably. But Darnold, yeah, he also said like he thought he'd be here for 20 years and win a Super Bowl. So that sucks that he didn't stay here longer than like 3 years.
Mhm.
But when you have incompetence at the front office
Yup.
and coaching, he was failed. You just go through the old line. We had it was 2019 where we had all the injuries, and he was freaking had old linemen that he had never freaking met before. Met him just before the game, and they were going to be the people protecting him. Like, come on! And then the receiving core, our backs. We just had no
It's
offense.
a joke.
Terrible offense. A million receivers. I mean, you can't build consistency. You can't build success. Now there was, some places that he struggled, and some of
Mhm.
that's on him. But for the most part, we did not give him any help whatsoever. And
Most of
now he
most
needs
of the
to
blame.
change the scenery. It was the right move. Not saying he was. He wasn't great with us. Not on him, but he just needs a new change of scenery. And I predict him to do good. When everybody leaves our teams, they end up doing. They end up becoming good.
Yeah.
So I expect that to happen. I'm rooting for him
Me too.
in the NFC. If we meet him in the Super Bowl, God
Oh
bless.
my God. Imagine that.
Us in the Super Bowl, yeah, that's probably another 50 years. So
Unfortunately.
Maybe 5 or 10.
But yeah, we got to move on now. All eyes are on Zach Wilson now, most likely. Hopefully, we get that right, man. How many quarterbacks we have to go through to get our franchise quarterback
It
here?
wasn't really the quarterback with Sam. It was just the coaching.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Most of the blame is on the front office and the incompetence of them. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
when are we gonna get like a pick right that's gonna work out with us?
Wilson.
Yeah, I think Wilson looks good, so we'll see around draft time. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be him, Wilson, as the pick. But yeah, we were a little late on that news, but yeah, we had to get that out there to start off first. But yeah, we got that covered. So now we're gonna move on to baseball. Talk about the Mets and Yankees. Obviously, the season's getting started here. It's been like 3-4 series for both teams. Less for the Mets though, because obviously their opening week series against the Nats got postponed. But yeah, speaking about the Mets, we'll start off with them. So the Mets, like I said, they've had a lot of games postponed because of COVID, and also 2 games postponed because of rain, which
and
is
maybe another
Tomorrow's
one
probably going to get
Thursday
postponed
by the
too.
time- And maybe another one will be
Thursday. Yeah, I see that.
by the time this podcast gets posted.
We'll see if Thursday gets played. But besides that, though, the Mets are 5-3 right now in first place in the East. So they've got it going now. They currently in this series that the Mets are in right now, they've taken the first 3 out of 4 against the Phillies. They bounced back from the first series of the season where they lost 2 out of 3 from Philly. the main problem for the Mets so far has obviously been the offense. The starting pitching has been good all season to start. Bullpen has been meh. It's looked better though as of now. And
Yeah.
yeah, the offense. Hopefully that gets going. But yeah,
I mean, the
how do you guys
offense
feel
did
about the
well
Mets?
today for what it did.
Eh,
At least, I mean,
Could have been
compared to
better.
the last couple of games, like
It's-
before the Philly series, they're doing wonders at this point. If you compare
Yeah.
that,
Agreed.
yeah, I mean, they got some clutch hits. It's really the pitching these last 2 games really stepped. The last 3 games stepped up, because the offense again we had, I think it was at least 8 left on base. So we had 12 hits and we only scored 5 runs. We missed a lot of missed opportunities the past couple games too. But really, it's been the pitching. I mean, we gave up 3 runs yesterday and 0 in the second game. We shut them out. And then today we gave up 1 run. The starting pitching, Stroman.
It's insane
I
right
won
now.
well. David Peterson, what a start. What a start. I was at the game. What a start by David Peterson. Did they say anything in the broadcast? Why was he
for what, 5 innings?
6.
innings?
Yeah.
Why was he taken
Yeah.
out? He had 80 pitches.
Because Luis Rojas.
Rojas.
Luis
What do you do?
Rojas.
He's a
I
clown.
was wondering why
80
he
pitches. He
did
could have won 8 freaking innings. He had freaking over 10 strikeouts.
I'm telling you right now, if
After
freaking
last week, he got blown up by the Phillies. This week, he freaking
Mhm.
dominated.
what a bounce back for him. But I'm telling you right now, if freaking Familia and Loop blew that game, freaking
my
Rojas would have gotten destroyed. Like
Oh,
that-
I was ready to go off.
I was too. Thank God for Loop saving Familia, bailing him out.
Double play, and then the next inning, a couple strikeouts.
Loop was good.
He looked good. Loop de doo.
Honestly, if I found out right now, that
There
the Mets
it is.
got rid of
Loop.
Familia
There it is.
if the Mets got rid of Familia for literally nothing, I would consider that.
Familia's.
Gasoline that comes.
Familia is a bum.
Yeah, that guy scares me every time he goes out there. I'm like, what is it gonna be today?
Yesterday he was in. Like, why would you? It was a freaking 1-run game. Why is he coming in the game?
And why is
How
Familia?
stupid are you?
Why is Familia your first option coming?
He's
don't
working him
know.
hard for some
In
reason.
general,
Came
let
in
alone
yesterday,
the first
but it was-
option.
Awful. Usually it's Miguel Castro, but maybe they want to. He pitched yesterday, so they probably wanted to give him a day off.
When
I mean, I guess they wanted to give him rest, but I would rather put my 70-year-old grandma in over Familia.
I think I would too. Familia, we all know what this guy does. He either walks the whole freaking lineup or he gives up these stupid little hits that turn into big innings.
That's another thing. I mean, the season. I mean, he hasn't been that great, but I mean, also a lot of the hits have been like freaking cheap.
Yeah, that's fair.
hits. So that's tough. I mean, to knock him on that. You see, he's in. You know, when you do soft contact, so maybe I want to see what the what's it called,
These advanced stats or something.
batting average and balls in play, because the expected average is. I mean, there's a lot of little hits. It's just some of the guys running him out are pretty fast. So
Yeah,
Warriors, Segura, or whatever, Real Muto.
I hate Segura. That
Oh
guy's
my
a
Can't
freaking-
stand him.
He kills us, dude. I don't know
hate the whole
why.
Phillies lineup. They all kill the Mets. But thank God we Harper today, 0 for 4.
Let's
Big O.
go. I hate that guy. Good shit.
Can't stand him.
Did you hear the chants? Fans were chanting Harper sucks.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I-
were chanting that. And a bunch of other
I'm so happy there's fans, man. It just feels like I'm watching a baseball game over here instead of without fans.
Yeah.
It's not baseball. Now it's baseball. Now we could be excited.
Well, the extra
Mhm.
innings is in baseball.
Oh,
my
that's nonsense.
Stanford can go F himself. I'm sorry. This is the 2 worst rules ever. Of course they bring him back. I swear to God, if these are here next year, we protest.
Oh, and 7 innings, double headers.
Mets are 2-0, so maybe that's our thing. The 7-inning doubleheader. So last year we struggled, but this year we're
I mean,
2-0.
I guess they aren't terrible, but
Yeah,
These rules were bad in the 2020 season. Like, they're bad, but
With no
at
fans.
least it made sense because, everyone was so worried about the pandemic. You
Yeah.
know, and I guess the MLB just wanted it done quickly and just to get it over with, get the season over with. But why bring them in a 162-game season? That's just stupid.
Exactly. That's not baseball. And now teams are getting vaccinated, so there's no need for it. The protocols have to be relaxed. No, watch. Once these teams start getting vaccinated, and then if somebody, if a player's going to get it, even after getting vaccinated, and I want to see what they're going to do. Watch them freaking still have to quarantine and do all the same BS. So then what's the point of getting the vaccine?
I don't know.
They're
That's a
gonna
good
start
point.
watching. I mean, they're gonna say that the rules are gonna relax, but we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. So I don't know.
Nobody knows what's gonna happen.
Nobody
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah,
I
but
just hope we
those,
get the season in. I just hope we can get through this thing.
I think it'll be good. We
Yeah,
should be
we'll
fine.
fine, yeah.
I
yeah.
think a bunch of Astros went on the COVID IL, whatever the.
Yeah.
health
They just
issue.
gotta. That's why they have this freaking taxi squad thing for this reason. They gotta make use of that. Like
Yep.
if someone goes on the COVID list or whatever, just you could better hope that it doesn't spread or whatever. But that's why they have the taxi squad.
Well, I think most teams are getting their vaccinations. now,
Yep.
so
Yeah, they are. The Mets already had. Most of the
Yankees
Mets got it.
theirs, but they got
A few.
Johnson and
I
Johnson,
can
which is
take
the
a-
worst.
Yeah, a few didn't get them, but
Which is fine. It's their choice.
yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, the Mets. Who I don't know if they play on Thursday. The forecast looks like it's gonna rain all day, and the game's supposed to be a noon start. So that
Mhm.
game is likely gonna get postponed.
Then you consider in Colorado, it's freaking snowing.
Well,
Yeah, the Mets' luck to start this season with all these postponements is
Friday and Saturday. Let me see. It literally said,
they're
okay,
like the
wait,
Yankees.
actually
Oh
good.
my-
By 7, what 7 it says
No,
chances no showers. I would say 40%.
no, I
Saturday,
heard on TV they said the
Saturday's gonna be,
Mets are likely to play that series.
yeah.
In Colorado. Yeah.
It just says snow showers. It's not like 100% snow. It's just
No.
snow.
They'll probably play the series. I don't know if they play it Friday.
Yeah, maybe another doubleheader.
I think we will.
Doubleheader Saturday, and then you just finish the series on Sunday.
Yeah, they do that, or maybe we get lucky with the weather.
No, I think we play Friday. It just says 40% for snow. The showers. It's not
Mhm.
hard. Unless it
If
starts.
it's not hard snow, I don't see why they don't play.
Exactly. You saw
Like I said, if
Miggy.
anything, we'll get a doubleheader Saturday, but I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, if this Philly game isn't probably.
9-inning games. They're not a stupid 2 7-inning doubleheaders.
Yeah, this
So
Philly
hopefully
game.
the offense wakes up in Colorado.
Oh yeah, better that friggin' ballpark. I want to see 5-6 runs, maybe more than
Exactly.
that.
5,
It's gonna be
6
cold.
runs. What are you talking? You
What do you
mean
want?
10 plus?
10
I need
plus.
5-6
Nimmo
runs.
again in
I mean-
Colorado.
Cold,
I'll
though.
take that, but yeah, you should get
Yeah, I
more.
remember
No,
when
no, we're talking about Colorado here. 10 plus. Sorry.
you
That's
remember when Nimmo hit that inside the park home run
I
in
remember
Colorado a
that.
couple of years ago?
Oh
He
my
had a
God.
couple home runs that game.
Who's that all freaking Anderson or whatever? That lefty? I freaking remember that.
Tyler Anderson.
Yeah, it was
Your rotation is good, though.
It was a leadoff dinger.
Not to
apparently.
mention, Colorado's filled with bums except for the story.
Yeah, the Rockies are so
Yeah,
bad.
their lineup's like trash.
Guys, take
The
a
Rockies
bit.
are trash. Like,
They're losing already 3-1. Oh, the Rockies just scored 3-2.
Where
You-
it's like you're playing in Colorado. That's self-explanatory right there. The
Mhm.
Rockies have next to no
Playing
pitching.
LA.
There's no excuse to not sweep the series
Oh,
or at
yeah.
least take 2 of 3.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No, you look at this Mets upcoming schedule. One more game against Philly, the Rocky series. Then you got the freaking Cubs, whose pitching is terrible.
Their
Then
pitching's terrible and they can't hit shit.
who's after that? Freaking Philly again, I think. There's
That's right. Nationals at
yeah
home.
that.
Boston. Boston's hot right now. but who
These are
knows?
winnable games.
Boston's on fire.
Yeah.
Sal, how you liking Boston's start? You gonna rage?
Yeah, we'll hear Sal's rant in a second about the
Yeah.
Yankees, but
Yeah, we gotta go to the Yankees.
I
but-
think the Mets need to take advantage of the schedule. If we can freaking get off to a great start, oh my god.
we didn't mention Conforto.
Oh,
Conforto.
Conforto, oh my god.
Yeah, he's freaking a lot is going on with Conforto. You got the controversial hit by pitch to win that Marlins game. We can all agree it was a strike. He should have been out, but we'll take that win. We'll take it.
We'll take
Then
it.
The umpiring this year is just awful.
Oh my god.
yeah,
and,
then
then, and then you consider like 4 days later, they freaking not 4 days. It was more than that. The call against the Braves game. You guys saw that, obviously. I was watching that. What a
oh my
terrible.
god,
That was an
What
awful
kind of
call.
umps are these?
dude, these umps are freaking.
He was
tripping.
nowhere near home.
He didn't even touch it. He
And that was
missed by a
replayed.
lot.
There's a reason there's replay because you have to get those calls right.
I feel like when they're in the replay room, when they're reviewing the plays, I feel like they just grab a coin. Heads it's safe, tails it's out. They landed on heads and they call them safe. I feel like that's what they do.
I wouldn't be surprised. They get even with the review, they get these calls wrong. It's so dumb. I don't know how they're
Exactly.
getting these calls wrong. But yeah, so you got that controversial call for Conforto. Then like he's also struggling at the plate. He's getting in the Miami series. He was getting booed by the Mets fans.
I
So
was there.
I was too. You were
We were
freaking
both there.
yeah.
I was saying he should walk in free agency.
I don't know. I feel like he gets it going. If he doesn't though, like he can walk. He's just.
And then he'll freaking become a player.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking too.
Yeah, he would sign with another team just to put up 2020 numbers again.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle's gonna try to get him. They're gonna take freaking Kalnick and Conforto.
Oh my
I
god.
feel like he's gonna go to the Cardinals.
Maybe.
They do need a right fielder.
I feel like we would have offered him an extension already if we were gonna keep him, but like they have a
No, if Conforto has another 2020 season, like another 2020 like season,
no,
I don't see why the Mets don't at least attempt to really overpay for him.
mm-hmm.
Well, even if he doesn't have like a great season, well then hopefully we can get him at a cheaper cost.
That too.
The problem is his agent's Boris.
Oh, that freaking guy. He's
But if he's not gonna freaking perform well, I'll still take the gamble, whatever. But nothing more. If he doesn't have a great
I
year,
wouldn't offer him more. 7 years, 195.
oh my god, that right now that's a lot. I
Yeah.
would.
That is a lot, but
he
I would-
better
for a
get playing.
Boris guy, that's probably the bare minimum.
I would like to
Yeah.
keep. I mean, look, Springer got 150 million for 6 years. Is he better than Springer? No.
No, definitely
But
not.
he's gonna want more than Springer. And he's probably gonna get more than Springer. But it would be nice if we kept it around that. Like even one. I mean, he's really.
Wouldn't give him more than 200.
Yeah,
he
no.
hasn't been consistently great like we expected him to be.
He's always been.
He kind of does
inconsistent.
this a lot.
He's always
Yeah.
been really freaky.
He's always been inconsistent. Yeah, that's another. It's like he's
I
had
don't know.
stretches and he's been bad. 2017 he was elite and then he got hurt.
Yeah.
Then took him a couple years to get back, and then 2020 he basically put up similar numbers in a small sample size as 2017, but again it was only 60 games. So
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
been one of my favorite Mets, honestly. But is
I mean, I'm
is
wearing his jersey right now
paying Conforto the right move? Who knows? I don't.
at a fair price.
We'll know by at least some point in the second half.
Tonight he had a hard hit ball tonight. It almost got out, but maybe he gets going. He keeps getting hit too. He got hit
Got hit.
on Tuesday. He got hit tonight, Wednesday.
I can't wait till June when the Mets lead the league in hit by pitches by like 30.
Yeah, but
Facts.
he
It
gets
always
hit a lot.
They
Nimmo
always-
because he doesn't move.
Nimmo just takes it for the
No,
team.
just take it free base.
If it's a
Nimmo's on
curveball,
fire.
stand there, leave your arm there, take it in the shoulder or whatever.
Well, that's what he does, Nimmo.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nimmo's on fire, bro.
Nimmo is insane right now.
Four hits today.
He's our best hitter right now. Like he's
Sure.
top 5 center fielder.
Oh, of course. Now he's proved it.
Yeah,
Again,
Yes.
we'll see where he finished. But he was already average, at least in the
he
top
was
seven.
up there already.
I mean,
He was up in that ballpark, and now he's proving why he's the top 5.
Yeah.
what? What'd you say?
I said he was like up there, like towards the top 5.
Yeah.
I'd probably say 6 or 7 when at the time they said that.
Yeah.
Now he's proving why they made him, like they said he was a top 5 center fielder.
Yep.
Exactly.
Keep it up, Nimmo. You got this, Brandon.
Nemo.
Base.
Then we need Lindor to get going too. He got 2-3 hits. He got on base 4 times today, I think. And
Yeah, because he walked his last at bat. Couple hits.
I see exactly what
I
happened
need
in
more
spring
hard
training.
hit contact from him, though. I mean, every time I see him, hit the ball, it just seems like it's not hit hard. I want to see him put some oomph into the ball.
Yeah.
He needs to put some more on it because right now it just seems like it's a lot of like lazy hitting, and also he wasn't really running like that. It was a ground ball. He wasn't really. Peterson ran it out, and Nimmo freaking ran out that ball. He beat him. That was crazy. You see the replay? I thought the first replay was he safe?
Which one for?
The one where Nimmo beat Hoskins.
Oh yeah, that. I don't know, man. It was close.
The first replay, I thought he was out. And by my eye test, I thought he was out. And I saw the replay, I was like, wait, okay, he looks out. But I
Mhm.
guess maybe it was the angle they changed and then it looked even closer. So I have no idea, but they called him safe. So we'll take it. All right. So that's the Mets.
Yeah. All right, Sal.
Let's get Sal in here.
Let's
He's
hear.
going to talk about
Let's
his.
go about the
Let's
Yankees.
see your anger on the Yankees. Let
Let's
it
go.
freaking
Come on,
all
Sal.
out.
Yankees fans freaking out in April. That's how you know baseball's back.
Yup.
Well, they aren't at their best right now.
Mm-mm.
I
Oh,
mean,
Sal's going to keep it. He's going to keep it PG.
Damn. I was excited for a rage.
well, I mean, to start the season, they were up and down. They won some games, they lost some games, like every other freaking opening series.
Lost 2 or 3 to the Orioles.
Yeah,
Lost 2 or 3 to the Rays.
Oh,
Wait, was it 2 or 3 to the Orioles? No, you won 2 or 3 from
No,
the
yeah, they beat
no,
them.
we won. Yeah,
You
no,
won
we
2.
lost that series.
No,
The
you beat the
Orioles?
Orioles.
No, we won that series. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you won that. The last game I went to, the Orioles won, obviously. and
They lost to the Rays, they lost to the Jays. Those are the
Rays,
two series they
Jays.
lost.
yeah,
Jays
And-
again series. They had
yeah,
a
they
chance
lost
to
3
win it
series.
today, but Bobuchet decided to walk off.
Oh, the flow.
And
Bo,
then-
bo.
Yeah, it's just not good how this team's starting out. I mean, I know it's April and everyone says, "Oh, Yankees always start out slow," but I mean,
Low key, they do though.
yeah,
They
Well, I
always
mean,
do
like-
that, though. They'll start out slow April and then get really hot.
I mean, you
Exactly.
Mhm.
but you have like Boone like being quiet and all behind the scenes. Like, come on, dude, like
And
get thrown out. When the umpire was, I think it was last night against the Jays. The umpire was awful. He should have went up there and started a fight with him, but he just sat back and stick up for his team. Come on, can't do that. And hitting wise is just terrible. Judge hit 2 homers today and we still lost.
Ben's been
Guys
embarrassed.
leave a lot of men on
Yeah.
base.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our wrist is freaking garbage.
Yeah, your offense isn't living up to.
Well, the Yankee stars have actually been struggling outside of Cole. I mean,
But no, yeah,
I was gonna say that.
the first week they were good, but now it's just
Kluber's first start was good. Tyone's first start was against the Orioles. Right, that was his first start. I was at
Yeah, he let up 2 homers.
or third or something. Kluber was
Who
good.
started
Cole's
today?
been really good.
I think it was Kluber today, right?
Kluber today, yeah, he was just
He was terrible. I
couldn't
think.
find the zone.
3 runs and oh my God, 2 walks.
I knew the Yankees weren't going to get the Indians' Corey Kluber,
Yeah.
but I would think that he's a decent pitcher the rest of the year.
Yeah.
3.5 ERA maybe.
Yeah,
They can't find length for many of their starters outside of Cole. Like Kluber, how many
no
innings? 4 or
disrespect
5?
to Tyone, but
Four.
I mean, Cashman should have got Musgrove instead of.
That would have been good for you guys. He's
like what?
no hitter.
What did they need? Like 2 extra pieces in the deal, or maybe 3? Like, come on.
Yeah, they gave up like 3 bottom prospects.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh,
we
then
don't need the prospects. We're the Yankees.
yeah, I feel like you're.
I said the Padres gave up like 3 lower prospects for
Yeah.
Musgrove, I think. Or no, was that no? That was the 3-team trade with us. That
They
was
gave up.
Oh, for Luke Casey.
yeah. We got
Yeah.
We got Luke Casey. They got Musgrove and another guy.
Yeah, that's how they freaking got it. That Luke Casey was in that deal, yeah. Then, yes, I feel like Cashman's a prospect hugger. He should be. You guys are trying to like win a World Series, but he's not making these moves for like these guys that would help your rotation.
Now Montgomery was promising his first start, but then against the Rays, I mean, when he after he gave up those 30 runs, I think, or 4, he stopped the bleeding and he did good in that part. He stopped the bleeding when he eventually came out, but just been bad rotation wise, lineup wise. DJ's just been bad, and if DJ is being bad, then the Yankee lineup's not contributing that
Oh,
much.
yeah.
So
DJ, he's supposed to be that guy at the top that gets on base for you guys.
yeah, and we've hit into the most stolen plays in the whole league.
Oh my God.
So
I
14.
think that the Mets are up there too because there wasn't an exact number,
Of
but
course.
per game, the Yankees were like 1.1 per game. The Mets were like 1 per game, averaging per game double plays. So
Freaking hate double
The
plays.
bullpen's been amazing though.
I
Like,
expected that to be good.
I
Wilson
mean,
has been
Green
one
gave
year.
up the walk off today, but he's been taxed so much pitching so far.
Yeah, some of my Yankee
Elijah
friends
Allen,
complain that they overuse the bullpen.
Yeah,
So
they do. I mean, you're only getting what 5 innings out of every start except Cole.
that's
That's the
terrible.
That's what happened to us last year. I mean,
Yeah.
our starters were awful. We could not get any length, and the bullpen struggled. I mean, they were better than the year before, but not by much. But it was still bad. It was really the starters were a huge problem. But yeah, your bullpen has been. I think it's allowed the least amount of runs. Some guys that haven't even allowed runs. Wilson, Day, Loaziga's got 1.1 ERA. Green, same thing. Even though he gave up a run.
And it's just been mediocre stuff this season. 5-7, last place in the AL East.
Man.
When's the last time that did they mention that the last time the Yankees were last?
Oh no.
Wait, they're tied for last. Okay.
It doesn't happen often.
No.
I mean,
Like
they'll
never.
Chapman's been good too. When he came back from the suspension.
We'll see if the Sox are for real. That's the
Yeah.
team that's holding first right now. Like 9-2,
Mm.
9-3. They're freaking amazing.
They got swept by the O's and
I feel like they'll be decent.
I
Not,
think they fall.
I don't know about playoffs, but I feel like
Yeah.
they're going to be better than what people are saying.
80 something wins, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, 80-ish.
84.
Yeah, somewhere around that, I think. But
well, big series against the Rays coming up this weekend. So
you have a hard time against those guys. See how that
take
is.
at least 3 out of 4.
Yeah. That's a big series for you guys.
No, wait, no, 3 out of 3. I mean,
Yeah, it's a 3-game series, right?
It's a 3-game series. So we play tomorrow though.
Yeah. They got to win that for sure.
Yeah, and hopefully Kevin Cash isn't lose on him.
You hate that guy so much. I mean,
He just shut up, dude. Like his press conference when when the series ended last week, he was like, "Oh, Chapman should have got suspended more." Like, why are you still talking about that? Come on. Like,
No,
the rivalry is definitely heated up.
oh, yeah.
Might be a fight or two this week.
Some beef. A fighter, too, imagine.
someone's gonna get hit, and it's gonna be a brawl.
I think Kiermaier hates us already.
I mean, that's good. They should hate each other.
Yeah.
They're division rivals. That's what makes it fun.
I can't stand William Adams. He kills us, but then he sucks.
Oh, we know that very well.
Oh, we got some scrubs that kill us, too. So
John Birdie.
the freaking 5-foot
Joe
freaking
Franco.
yeah.
Mike
That,
Franco
these
killed
nobody players, bro. That
And I
kill
thought
us.
Rosarina wasn't going
Nobody.
to be
They
like
kill the Mets.
that.
I know, right?
He's good still.
I hate that feeling when a bum just kills our team.
Oh, Paul DeYoung, too.
Oh, that friggin' guy, yeah.
And
Hate
Kelly
the Cardinals.
just came up. Yeah.
Nah, he did rake against us for a little bit.
No, he
Oh,
did.
and Mad Bum. Mad Bum's been doo-doo on the Diamondbacks.
Oh yeah, he fell off a cliff. He's been
Oh,
mad bum.
He's
Oh,
been awful.
that was
Every time he faced the Mets, I'd be happy if they got a hit.
I know, right? That guy's our kryptonite. But yeah, so I don't know if you got anything else to mention about the Yankees or not. But
Just
yeah, we
tying
can
it up and win some ball games. Come on.
lock it in.
Keep losing.
All right, let's talk about some hockey now. Rangers.
Oh wait, and sorry.
Oh, you
I
got
also
something?
say that so the reason so when Judge was out, I feel like the reason he was out because of after those side effects on the vaccine.
That's why it was Judge.
I think. I mean, I'm just guessing because, I mean, they took the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which got called back yesterday.
I mean, they didn't say anything. Or shall they said it specifically that he had a
Yeah,
side
no, yeah, but I'm just
guessing that they didn't want to. Okay.
Wait, players are only taking the Johnson & Johnson?
Something up
yeah.
with it.
All the players got Yankees. They should have got like Moderna or something. So.
Yeah, but they probably didn't want to get 2 shots.
Yeah,
Oh wait, Johnson Johnson just one shot.
it is.
They probably just wanted to get the vaccine done and just end it.
That's why it probably sucks because it's just one
No,
shot.
we'll come back in like 4 months and they're going to say, oh, you got to get the vaccine again.
Yeah, they're gonna call you back or whatever.
Oh, that's never going to end. But we're not going to get into stuff like
Yeah,
that.
don't want to get political.
All right, we're up to hockey now.
Hockey time, yeah. Let's go. Rangers first, because we're all Rangers fans in here. So let's go Rangers! Woo! All right,
So they beat
Rangers. We'll cover the Islanders and the first Devils game. So the Rangers went into the Coliseum to play 2 big games against the Islanders, and they took 3 out of 4 points in those 2 games. So I'd say that's a success for sure. Wish they could have gotten the 4th point, but they lost in overtime in the second game.
Yeah.
First game they won, what was it, 4-1? Yeah, 4-1.
Yeah.
But the Rangers have been mostly inconsistent the whole year. Like they win one, lose one, that type of stuff.
They'll win like 3 or 4 in a row and then just completely fall off.
I can't stand them, man. This team has so much talent. They just have to
This team
stay
has so much
consistent.
talent and so much potential,
I know.
and it's just why.
Why can't we be consistent?
Quinn.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like this is what I think the Rangers need to do. I feel like they're probably gonna miss the playoffs.
By like a
But
point
I
or
feel like
two.
yeah, but I feel like once they miss the playoffs, at the end of the season after the Stanley Cup, they'll probably fire Quinn, or maybe even before then.
Mm-hmm.
Probably fire Quinn, and I think they should hire Gerard Gallant.
He's a good coach, man. That would put us.
Because when he went to Vegas, he took a team filled with literally nobodies and Marc-Andre Fleury to the Stanley Cup. Granted, they got destroyed by the Caps that year.
Yeah.
Before that, he was
The
good.
fact that you took a team like that to the Cup is impressive.
I'm pretty sure he coached Florida first, and then they
No, I
fired.
remember he coached Florida and got fired. Like
Yeah, I don't know why he got fired. He was good with them. And then he went to Vegas, and then they also fired him. But I think we should
I don't
hire.
see why. I don't know why Vegas fired him. Honestly,
That was so dumb. But they're chilling now. They're probably the best team in the NHL.
Unbelievable.
yeah, they're up there.
Unbelievable, man.
I-
This team comes in and
Yeah, I would personally move on from Quinn too. Get Gerard Gallant in here, like you said. He knows how to win. You said he got to the Cup with Vegas. And I feel like he would
And it was a
definitely
team of
just
nobodies too.
yeah, he would. And this team has a lot of talent. Like they got Panarin, they got stars. I think they should get Eichel in here in the offseason. That'd be a good move.
That'd be
Get
huge.
another. But
yeah, that's the
I don't
thing.
know
I mean, this
what they wanna
team
move.
has enough talent to already be in the playoffs, but
it's
I don't know what it is. It's just
inconsistency.
inconsistency.
But
Really held us back, but we have a lot of talent offensively.
David Quinn is incapable of performing his job,
yeah,
and they just got to move on from him. Even if they somehow make the playoffs, I feel like they still got to fire him at some point.
we're not winning a cup with him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Oh no, God no!
No.
I don't even come
They-
close to one.
But no, it's still possible. They're 4 points out. They got 2 more games against Boston at the end of the season. That's the team they're chasing, obviously. Right now they're playing a 4-game set with the Devils. They won the first game, 3-0. Me and Marcello were there. That game was.
I want to say the Devils are awful,
They
but
are.
then knowing the Rangers' luck, they'll probably lose.
That's what I'm worried about. Like you
Well,
never know with this team.
We could have blown them out yesterday. I don't know where the offense was for
Yeah.
most of the game. We got outshot. I mean, we had under 20 shots. I mean, that's just unacceptable against the Devils. Now the Devils can't score. The youngest team in the league now because they traded Palmieri and Zajac.
Their offense is
They
freaking.
have a lot of young guys, but their bottom six is most of their AHL type players like Nick Merkley, Maltsev, Michael McLeod, Andreas Janssen. I mean, guys like that, they're not really NHL type level guys. And even
The
the top,
Devils are never really gonna wow me.
yeah,
No.
exactly.
Like
So
Jack Hughes, that's about it.
exactly, and we were not able. We should have blown them out. But offensively, we struggled for most of the game. Third period, though,
Oh, what a
the
period.
defense stood up. They only allowed like a few shots, and Igor was great the whole game, making big saves. So
First career
we finished
shutout.
off strong. I mean, blow up, but we'll take it. Yes, exactly. First career shutout. Panarin broke the record
my
for
gosh.
points in his first 100 games as a Ranger. 138 points, past Mark Messier, who had 137. And Buchnevich scored the 28,000
Yeah, I was gonna
goal.
mention
And you,
Yeah, that was a big goal too. I like when we were at the game, I didn't know that, but I rewatched the game and I heard Sam Rosen mention that. So yeah, I found about that. So that was we'll take the win. They could have played better, like you said, but that's one of 4 games that they have to win. I think they have to win all 4 of these if they want to make the playoffs, for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
You can't lose a game to the Devils. I mean, I feel like they're gonna play us hard, but we just have to win these somehow.
You have to win all.
They can't
The
score.
Devils, they suck.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They
We
do
can't
suck.
lose. They don't have enough offensive talent. They can't score. If we don't freaking
The Devils are embarrassing. They're a joke.
Like we go to the game
Yeah.
yesterday. The whole freaking arena's blue. It's crazy. They don't have fans either, I guess.
Dude, I live, I want to say, 40 minutes from the Prudential Center.
hmm
I had the option to be a Devils fan, but no. They're embarrassing. They're a joke.
I'm from Jersey too, and I chose the Rangers, so we made a good decision there.
I have been to more Devils games because obviously I live right there.
Yeah,
But that's just for Rangers Devils.
the Rangers Devils at Prudential.
I love those
Home
games.
game.
Most
I
of the time.
want to go back to MSG though.
Me too.
I love MSG.
I was there for one game, but
It's been a while for me.
second game at the time.
I went to MSG last time I was there. My sophomore year, I went. It was Rangers Kings, and the Rangers lost in overtime.
I think I know
Oh
what
my
you're
God, I
talking
remember
about.
that.
Yeah,
I remember that game. It was quick. They scored like 15 seconds in. I
yeah.
remember that game.
Hmm.
'Cause it was in December. It was a Friday night in December.
No, it was
I was-
like I don't think it was December. I think it was like
Oh.
February-ish.
Oh,
Hmm.
wait a minute. When was this? You sophomore? What year are you now?
Sophomore year, that was 2 years ago. I'm a senior. It was like 2 years ago,
20.
and I want to say it was like February-ish.
I think I know what
okay,
you're
because
talking
I
about, too.
remember we lost in overtime. We
We
lost in
lost in
overtime to them
overtime to the
when I
Kings.
was in little.
The poverty.
Yeah, I was with my Italian club in New York City, and the Rangers were playing the Kings Friday night in December.
I had great seats that
Lost
day
in
too.
overtime.
Because my friend's
What?
dad works with the NHL.
Oh shoot. That's what.
Yeah.
Hey, I-
Really? I
I
have to go back.
miss
to a great show.
MSG, man. I want to go back too.
Yeah, I haven't been there since.
These tickets with
2015.
Yeah, these tickets with COVID are freaking crazy.
Tickets are ridiculous. Not to mention, you got to get another COVID test.
That's a pain too. Yeah.
It's just.
Oh, it was.
I mean, I don't like they've said like the rules are probably going to ease up as time goes on.
hmm
But
Oh, that's
it's
why.
just- I really
was
don't feel like doing
Arizona
COVID
that-
test. I went for one last week. It was a pain in the ass. It's just I
Jersey's easy. You don't even need a COVID
Yeah,
test.
it's
They just
annoying.
check
No,
your
it's-
temperature.
when you go to Devils games, you could all they do is just check your temperature and make
No,
sure you're good.
That's probably because it's not
Exactly.
anything.
That's how it should be with MSG too, but freaking
That's how
Cuomo.
it should be for any sport, really. Just check
Yeah.
your temperature. I don't want to get political, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like they should mandate either the vaccine or a COVID test.
Yeah. I agree.
Exactly. Well, I don't know if you saw, but Buffalo said they're gonna have 100% next year, but you have to have the vaccine. I hope. Sorry. I hope people come up and say no. Are you
Assuming?
I don't know if they can do it because it's what?
You really think 100% of people want to see Buffalo?
I mean,
Buffalo.
they're gonna say it's a private team. They could do whatever they want, but I just don't think that's a smart idea. I hope
Yeah,
The
you can do
fans
what
will
you want
frustrate
as a
anyway.
team.
But I hope they just won't say nope. Now, have fun losing even more money than they already have because nobody's going to come anyways. But have fun even losing even more money. But this is because it's all directed from the state, And of course, this is, but whatever.
Poverty
It's annoying.
Sabres.
It's
And
annoying. We're
These
gonna see if we
things
want
are
to.
embarrassing.
Yeah. Jets and Giants are good because they're in Jersey. So
oh yeah, that's true.
unless
Oh,
Murphy
I haven't been to a
mandates,
Giants game in years, man.
like I mean,
I want to go to Giants Rams or Giants Broncos.
That'd be good.
Never been
Yeah,
to a Jets game.
I love
I'm
live
gonna go
football.
next year.
It's so lit.
yeah, I've been to a handful of Jets games. So.
Oh, you know what we didn't mention yet? The trade deadline, actually. So we can
Yeah.
speak about that for hockey real quick. So the Rangers, they didn't make any trades or anything, but the one thing they did do was sign defenseman prospect Zach Jones to an entry level contract, and he's actually going to join the team pretty soon. He
Just
had
Where
a
he plays.
he won a didn't he win like a championship in college or
Yeah, he
whatever?
won
And he was like
with
the
our
best.
UR.
Yeah, he was the best defenseman in college hockey too. I think he's a
Yeah,
he's a stud for sure. So that's basically like a trade deadline move by signing him. I think he's going to be a good player. The Rangers are loaded on defense with these prospects and stuff. So I feel like he'll help out when he gets here. Then Tony D, obviously nothing happened there. They couldn't find a trade with him, so he's likely going to get bought out this summer. But if he were to be traded, I think the Canadians were interested in him, but he didn't go anywhere, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, then.
It wasn't a really busy trade deadline for us.
No.
And the whole league, I think it was one of the quietest deadlines in recent memory. Last year, it was very busy. I think it was like 50
was.
players traded. Yes, the trade deadline, it was like 30 or something that moved. Yeah, I mean, the cap has something to do with that, I'm sure. It's flat cap didn't go up, so that plays a factor. But also, a lot of the trades happened before deadline day. I mean, there was like a lot
Yeah,
more.
you had Taylor Hall going to Boston for a second rounder, which
That was a fleece.
obviously Taylor Hall's had a pretty terrible season so far up to this point. But you got to consider he was also on Buffalo. But the fact that he won an MVP just a couple of years ago, and you only got a second for him, like that's
Yeah.
kind of embarrassing if you ask me.
Yeah, and they're going to resign him long term, I assume. So he's
They
going to be
should.
years, like he said, a few years. So
This
the
guy's
moment-
been on the move ever since he got traded from Jersey. He's been all over the place. Freaking
Where did he go
Arizona.
for Jersey? I forget. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He went to Arizona.
Arizona, then Buffalo was after that, right? Or was there another
Buffalo
team?
was after, and then
No, Boston.
Boston. Which you know what I feel like he's gonna do? I feel like he's gonna go to the Kraken, the Seattle team,
Oh my gosh.
to just like lead as like I guess the franchise player.
Go back to his old form, maybe when he's the best player on
Yeah.
the team or whatever. That would
Or
honestly be
close to
dope.
that fourth season he had with the Devils.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he's the best player on the team, he can probably do that. But he was kind of that with Buffalo, but he just saw that team's just
He still
garbage.
sucks.
Yeah,
The whole team is garbage, really.
it was.
So
Yeah,
much talent, it's just embarrassing.
it is. That team.
Like you could say all you want
Poverty.
about teams like the Mets, the Rangers, whoever in New York, but at least no one is the Staples.
Yeah, I'm just thankful we're not the Sabres.
I'm just happy we're not the Sabres.
Yeah, man. Then until one New York team that did make a move though was the Islanders. They acquired Devil Swinger Kyle Palmieri.
Palmieri, right?
Yeah, and Zajac too. Yeah, that's a good move for them. They wanted to
They
get
won
some
that trade, in my
scoring
opinion.
depth. What happened? They won.
They won that trade, in my opinion, long
Oh,
term
yeah.
and
What did they give? Like a first rounder only? I
yeah.
think they just gave it
I
them.
think that was the most they gave up, like a first rounder and something else.
I believe, a couple prospects, but that weren't really like significant.
Yeah, so the Islanders are going for it. Obviously, they could. I think they're one of the. They have a good chance to win the cup. Honestly, they're a
My
very good team.
top prediction is going to be Vegas Islanders.
Hopefully not, but I think they could. They're just a good team. Barry Trotz, best coach in hockey, and just the team in general is good.
The
They're
team in general was good to begin with, and now you got Barry Trotz added.
exactly, and they're in a tight battle for first place with the Caps. Like Caps
Yeah.
won yesterday. They're 2 points ahead of them for first, but I think it's gonna keep going like that. Like they're gonna tie each other. It's gonna come down to when they play each other. I think to win this division.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it to the Islanders to win it though. The division,
I
probably
give it to the Islanders as much as I don't want them winning it.
same.
Can't stand them.
It sucks to see that our rival doing good, but
No, I hate
Yeah. But what are you going to do?
they haven't played in a couple of
The
days.
Flyers are doo-doo.
Flyers are so bad. Oh my god.
Flyers, they're a joke.
I think
Alain Vigneault.
Elaine,
Good riddance.
but yeah, that I don't know. Do you guys got anything else to mention for hockey or
Well, I mean, the Devils also made a couple of other
all
trades.
the poverty Devils?
Like a fourth rounder. They
The
traded,
other team in the tri-state.
obviously, they traded Palmieri and Zajac, as you said. So
Yeah, they're
that was
just
basically it for the deadline in New York.
Devils are trying to get a top pick now. They're just gonna. I hope just get swept by us Devils, then do whatever you want after that.
I don't want them to get another top. If they get another number one pick, that's bullshit.
They're still gonna be ass, I think.
They're always going to be ass.
I know. I don't know. I don't see them being
Even
good
when they're
anytime
good,
soon.
they're ass.
They just I don't know. They gotta keep building, man. I don't know what else to say about them. But yeah, we can finish up now talking about some basketball. Knicks and Nets, both solid teams right now. But we got a Nets fan in here. Johnny is a Nets fan, but
Yes,
We'll
we'll start off with the Knicks though. Yeah, so the Knicks before this hot streak they're on, we'll get into that. They were struggling. They've been iffy coming out of the All-Star break in the second half of the season. They were on a slide. They lost 5 of 6 games, losing to the Heat, Wolves, Mavs, Nets, and Celtics. But after that, they came out and now they're currently on a 4-game winning streak. They beat the Grizzlies in a comeback win, down 13 with 5 minutes remaining. That was a crazy win. They beat Toronto, the Lakers, and Pelicans. The Pelicans was the most recent game. Then
Wait, we won that game?
what, Pelicans? Yeah, we beat them today.
Oh, sweet.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they won that. Then I'm just hoping the Knicks can take advantage of this schedule because in May they have a tough stretch where they go out on a West Coast trip. They play the Rockets, Grizzlies. They could win those games, but then they got the Nuggets, Suns, Clippers, and Lakers. That could be like 3 losses right there.
It's
But
hard.
I don't know. Maybe they'll rest, hopefully, because those are all playoff locks.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Then I expect the Knicks to make the play-in tournament or the playoffs because right now they're in great position. They're like 6 games ahead of the 11th seed Raptors, and they've been moving up the standings. They're like, I think they got the 6th seed now because Miami lost to the Nuggets, and the Knicks are on a 4-game winning streak now. Their next few games they play the Mavericks and Pelicans again.
Oh, the Heat 20 and 27.
Heat are now 1 game over 500. I don't know
Okay.
what their record was, but they were 2, now they're 1 over.
Yeah, because they didn't update yet. It still says 2 games over.
They got blown out though, right? I was looking at the score before.
123, 106.
Yeah, Nuggets are a good team. But how you guys feeling about the Knicks right now? Obviously, probably good because they're on fire right now. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, the games before that when we were
oh
losing,
my gosh,
the heartbreakers. I mean, we choked the game away to the Timberwolves.
that's what started this.
Missed the game, a potential game-winning shot. Anthony Edwards following the game said, "Oh yeah, we wanted RJ taking that shot." And RJ, laughed it off and said, I can't wait for that next one. And since then, in the last couple minutes and overtimes, he's been clutch.
He's clutch.
A bunch of clutch shots. I think it was like 5 for 10 or 7 for 8 or something. So he's been clutch. Randall's been good. A couple games he's had a good first half, and then other couple games he got over 30 points a couple games ago. Lakers already had over 30, I believe.
Past 2 games, 30 plus for him.
Yeah, I didn't even see today.
You know what? He needed those braids back ever since he put the braids.
Who were the big guys today? Let's go. Who was the players?
All right, we had a Randall 32, Burks 20. He made a clutch 3-pointer at the end.
I love Burks. I think we should
He's so
keep him.
good. Yeah.
He's clutch. He's so clutch.
Yeah. Then
Bullock 16. Okay.
Bullock hit 4 threes, 5 threes, I think.
That's what he does usually. He'll get like 5 in a row and then he can't do it again.
Noel was out tonight, so Norvell Pell played today. He was pretty good. But I like what the Knicks did defensively. They're obviously a top defensive team. They literally built a wall in front of Zion. They literally put 2 guys on him so he doesn't attack the rack. Zion still had a good game because he's a freaking tank. He's literally
points.
Yeah, but they stopped him. Brendan Ingram did good too, but the Knicks won by 10, so they it was a comfortable win after the third quarter. They started running away with it.
Yeah.
The Pels, they were winning at one point in the third quarter, but we woke up after that and started playing better.
Yeah, usually they would, if they blew games, they would like collapse. But recently they've been able to hold their own. Like the Raptors game, they let the Raptors come in. They ended up winning. A Timberwolves game, they opposite ended up blowing. But since then, they've really been picking it up. Lakers was a great game. We beat them by double digits, right? By double digits.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big game. So the Pistons game after
they swept them like they needed to.
That was a big win. And the Nets, that was a tough loss.
The Nets games though, they've been all close this year.
Oh yeah.
They were all the Nets are all like whenever they beat the Knicks, they're always close for some reason. Doesn't matter what the type of season it is. It's just for some reason they're all close.
I kind of want to play you guys in the playoffs. That'd be a fun series.
That would be a fun series.
You guys would probably win, but
the Nets would definitely win it in my opinion. Like that's no Nets bias. It's just you look. No,
you're
team.
right.
Yeah.
I would say the Nets. If the Knicks, I feel like the Knicks could win a game.
I would be happy with that. One game.
They would take the series to 5.
No, that would be amazing for New York if the Knicks somehow on the dogs, the big bad Nets.
Johnny would probably cry.
I would cry.
I would. Yeah, if my team's a freaking
New York could be crying.
My team's expected to play in the finals, maybe even win it.
Yeah.
And if we lose to the Knicks, that would just I wouldn't be okay mentally.
You definitely
no.
Because I remember when the Nets made the playoffs 2 years ago in that Philly series, I was just happy to even be there. Like I knew they weren't going to beat them, and I was just happy that they even took the first game.
That's us right now. We're like, what year did the Nets have that like surprising season? That's like reminding me of the Knicks right now. Was that 18 or
18-19?
It was the 18-19 season.
That's what we're doing right now.
Because that off season, that was when they got KD and Kyrie.
Yeah, that like I'm getting a vibe of that because like we have a good year. Maybe we attract some free agents and we start being an attractive destination or whatever.
Yeah,
hopefully.
but there's like no good free agents anymore.
Kawhi, but he's not. He's not leaving. He's not leaving LA probably. But I got a good feeling around the Knicks right now. Obviously, 4-game winning streak. The next few games they should be wins. Maybe besides the Dallas game, they got to sweep the Pelicans because that team's just freaking awful. I mean, not awful, but we're better than them. Then we play the Hornets. Those are big games. The Hornets are banged up. They should be able to win those. I'd hope.
Miles Bridges.
I love that announcer. He's hilarious. Then.
Oh, Terry.
Oh, Terry. He's the GOAT, man. The Knicks just got to keep winning these games before they go on that West Coast trip. Get as far as above 500 as you could before that series. Then that should be chilling to make the playoffs for the first time since 2013. So keep it going, Knicks. Gotta lock this playoff spot down. The day we clinch, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm literally gonna go crazy.
If
Come on, man. Knock on wood. But
Yeah, don't jinx it.
all right, I'm gonna let Johnny speak about his Nets now. I think they lost a big game tonight.
We lost a huge one today. It,
Did you watch it?
they tried to come back, but it wasn't really enough.
Mm-hmm.
KD didn't play.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I get why they sat him. You know, he's coming off an injury. You don't want him playing back-to-back games, especially after a serious injury like that.
No, yeah. Nets should they're obviously
Kyrie
a lot.
dropped 37 today.
Kyrie dropped that. Oh my gosh, Kyrie's insane, man.
Kyrie's
Bench. He's strong. Joe Harris, he struggled.
Has Harris been good this year? I feel like he's strong.
solid. He hasn't been wow, but he's been decent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm honestly worried about if I was a Nets fan, I'd be worried about Harden because he comes back from the hamstring. I feel like they rush him, then he gets hurt again in that Knicks game.
Yeah,
And
That's the one thing I don't want the Nets to do with Harden. It's just
They need to shut him down for the playoffs.
because you're already a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're just fighting for the number 1 seed at this point.
Does that matter though? Probably not.
I
Number
guess
one.
not. I mean, I feel like if the Nets were to play the Sixers in a series, I feel like they would take that in about 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a good series.
That would be a really good series. I feel like the Nets would take that because it's like, the Nets, they don't really have a great defense. That's evident.
No.
Yeah.
But if you watch the Nets during the season, for some reason they just beat up on teams like the Sixers, the Lakers. Besides that home game, but the Lakers, they swept the Clippers. They
Mhm.
had that comeback against who was it? The Jazz.
Phoenix.
I
Phoenix.
don't-
It
Yeah,
was that
Phoenix.
30-something point comeback.
The
Phoenix.
Suns, yeah.
Suns, yeah.
I was watching.
That game was nuts. Harden,
That
that was his
game-
biggest game.
Exactly. Took that final shot. It wasn't really the final shot, but you get the point.
Mm-hmm. I remember that game. The Nets literally have 3 players that can drop 30 plus on any night. Imagine
Exactly. You have that, you're basically set.
Imagine that team fully healthy in the playoffs. I don't see who's stopping them unless you guys
No
somehow
one- you're
choke.
Exactly. Like
That-
then the Lakers aren't anything special if they're out with either LeBron or AD.
Oh yeah,
If one of them is out, I think the Lakers are screwed.
they are.
Doesn't
They're not
matter
even
who
making
they-
the finals.
Doesn't really matter who they play.
The one thing though, we gotta see how Nash is in the playoffs. That's where he's gonna be tested because
Yeah.
these coaches like Doc
definitely.
Rivers and whoever else is in there. Most of these guys have been in the playoffs. This is Nash's first year. He has big expectations. He's got to get this team to the finals. So I think that's where he's gonna be tested.
Exactly. It's finals or bust.
Mm-hmm.
Chipper.
What do you think of Nash this year so far? He's not doing much, I bet, but as a coach.
All right. He's not, this elite coach.
Yeah.
He's just I feel like it's his first year, so you can't really fault him,
Mm-hmm.
but he's still not great.
Yeah, I love Steve Nash as a player, and I feel like he would have always been a good coach. Now he's finally
He
getting that
deserved the
chance.
chip as a player.
Yeah, he did, man. He was one of my favorite point guards, honestly. I watched him with Phoenix a bit when I started watching basketball early on, but I remember him on Phoenix and stuff. But yeah, basketball season is winding down. I think there's like 15 games left, I think. Should be
About.
around that. But yeah, then we got the play-in tournament, which is like I think a week before the actual playoff starts. That's something the Knicks would probably have to worry about. Obviously, not the Nets, but hopefully the
Yeah.
Knicks can make top 6 to avoid that. Because if you make the regular playoffs, you have like a week off. That's huge. That would be huge for the Knicks. Give Randall a rest for the playoffs, you'd be set. Then if you make the play-in tournament, you have to win like, if you're the 7th seed, you have 7th or 8th seed, you just got to win like 1 game. But if you're lower than that, you have to win 2 games. So that's a hassle. Even if they make that, though, I'd be fine with it because you have a chance for the playoffs. But we got to see what they do. But yeah, if you guys don't got anything else to add, that's all we got.
We're good.
All right. Well, that's the end of this video. We obviously we haven't uploaded in a while, but we're back now. We should be back to our normal uploads and stuff. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel, and also drop a comment as well.
Okay.
All
Share
right.
it. Everybody, let's get this channel keep growing.
Peace out, everybody. Catch you in the next vid.
Thank you to Johnny for joining. Of
Yep.
Yeah, Johnny.
Johnny.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
course. All right, peace everyone.
Peace.